Hi everyone, this is Rene and this is TiPb Gear, and I am standing in the harsh Canadian snow and alpine splendor to show off some of the Scotty gear stuff. Now this isn't review stuff, this is stuff I actually use and own because it is harsh in the Canadian wilderness. So I'm showing off the Signature series, which is an outer shell, a waterproof outer shell. And this thing about SCOTTEVEST is they have tons of pockets. There are actually pockets in the arms. There are pockets on the chest. There are pockets where there should be pockets. If I start opening up inside, you can see here is a place where you can put an iPhone or an iPod Touch. You can run the cable for the headphones through there. There's a pocket here for an iPod or for a camera. I've got some gum in this one. But there's more. This is just one layer. I can yank this layer off. And here I have a fleece layer. In this fleece layer, I have a pink OtterBox case, which I shall be wearing to an Apple store very soon. What else do I have in here? I have a Mophie juice pack. I usually carry several of these because no replaceable battery. I can open this up, and this of course has the same. Oh look, I have keys. These are on the built-in keychain. It's crazy. There's also a little holder in here if you want to put a drink and not have it slip around. I open this up. What else is in here? More gum. A lot of gum, I guess. Pockets for sunglasses. Another pocket for an iPod Touch. Now, Scott from SCOTTEVEST told me that this is actually the only jacket currently, not certified, but currently capable of carrying an iPad. I don't have an iPad yet. Apple hooked me up. But I do have a MacBook Air, and that actually fits in the jacket. Here we go, a MacBook Air in the jacket. What else do I have here? In the iPod pocket, I have an iPod Touch. I can use this inside the pocket. I can actually slide my finger to open it, and it opens. I have some cards in here. What else do I have? This pocket is huge. That's where the iPod Touch was. These pockets. Running out of stuff here. I feel something here. What is that? Not there. This pocket. I actually lose count of the amount of pockets. Another Mophie. All right. I had a MagSafe somewhere here. Can't even find it. Too many pockets. I take this off. Underneath this, I have the Hoodie, which is very similar. Pockets everywhere. Pockets and more pockets. Inside here, the same sort of iPhone pocket. Side pocket there. Room for a pen. More stuff here. More pockets on the side. All in all, it's just an amazing layered solution. SCOTTEVEST. This has been TiPb Gear.
Hey, it's Scott Jordan, CEO of SCOTTEVEST. I got your email. Thank you very much. I wanted to answer your questions and show you our new homepage slide. So let me share my screen with you so that you can see. We just did a new slide here on our homepage. So you can see that, it shows me putting an iPad into my SCOTTEVEST and showing how easily it fits, and it truly does. Now, how did we know this? Well, we basically, and let me change my view here, designed our products, a number of them, and on the website you'll see which ones are iPad compatible, to hold, a number of our products to hold a standard size legal pad. And when and magazines, we thought that people would like to carry around magazines and legal pads. Now, it doesn't hold true if it's a small or extra small, size product. But most of our products that are labeled iPad compatible, medium through XXX large, will accommodate an iPad. And also, we did the same thing the moment the Kindles were announced. I mean, Kindles are great, but there aren't many products out there, clothing items that have a pocket that is large enough for a Kindle. So we just said what is obvious. Our products can hold a Kindle. We didn't go to the same degree of marketing when that happened. So to answer some of your other questions, am I looking forward to getting an iPad? I'm a little on the fence. I have most Apple's products, and I'm a skeptical Apple fan. I'm not a fan just because they make it, like a lot of their other fans. A lot of people who are Apple fanatics fans. They just Apple makes it, they have to have it. I say this even though Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, is on our board of advisors. My feeling is this: that a product needs to be good and stand on its own. And although I can be loyal to a brand, I'm not that loyal. I think it's a little overpriced, number one. And you look at the margins that they're making on them, it reflects that. I'm really disappointed that it doesn't have a camera. To me, part of their business strategy is to come out with one version, just like the iTouch originally didn't have a camera, and then they wait a year and they introduce it with a camera. Much of what I do is using video, just like this. So it's really important to me that it would have a camera and enable me to do Skype calls. Multitasking is pretty important too. I think these things could have easily been accomplished in this first generation, and I'm quite disappointed. So I'm probably going to sit on the sidelines for the initial launch, knowing full well, as with most other things that Apple seems to come out with, they let the really fanatical customers place the initial orders, and then they reward everyone else for waiting and reduce the price fairly significantly. So how portable do you think it will be? I think it won't be portable unless you have a SCOTTEVEST. Are we doing anything more around it at SCOTTEVEST? Well, we are marketing around it, as you saw on the homepage slide. So, and we have a number of different slides, and those were done on a green screen. I cut out, obviously I didn't have the iPad, but I cut out a piece of cardboard that was identical to the size of the iPad. So what you see there is a realistic demonstration.